Hi guys, this is Dr. Molola Omoshebi and I'm really excited to share with you in another episode of the Beautiful Branch Life series. In this episode, I would like to tell you a bit about my career journey. I often meet people that ask me why I decided to be a university lecturer and not follow a different path considering my field of study. Because there are opportunities in the industries, there are opportunities to make even far higher than what I get being a university lecturer. When I get asked these questions, I actually just smile because really, I did not just end up where I am just because I wanted to. As a matter of fact, as a younger person, I looked forward to making so much money from the job that I got involved in after graduation. And that was what I was working towards. I was working towards getting a very good job in a multinational, and I was ready to go all out for it. I wanted to achieve that dream at all costs. However, something changed along the line. I was on the mandatory 1-year service to my country, and I decided to set time apart to seek the face of God about the next phase of my life. Now, I had time to speak with God, ask Him what He would have me do after I was done with the service year. Lo and behold, God instructed me to go and pick up a master's form because He wanted me in the academia. Sincerely, at that point, I didn't really know the financial implication of becoming a lecturer, because I felt, oh, okay, it's fine. I would become a professor at the end of the day. So I didn't waste any time. Immediately I was done with my service year, I went ahead and bought the application form for the master's program. I applied and that was it. I began my journey. As at the time I was halfway into this program, I was so sure that yes, this was the path that God wanted for me. I was really convinced. In fact, to the extent that when my colleagues in class back then brought the Guardian newspaper or whatever newspaper to class and they were scouting for job vacancies, I would not even take a look at it because I was not interested. I knew what I wanted. I knew where I was going. Some of them actually thought that I was not a serious human being because who doesn't have a job and is not looking for one? Omolola. Anyway, what actually sealed the conviction for me was what happened after I had responded to the job vacancy announcement by NAFDAC. Almost everyone in my class actually applied for that position. However, I was the only one that was shortlisted. In fact, many of my colleagues kept asking me if I had used long legs to influence my being part of the few that were shortlisted for the position. But sincerely, I knew no one. I had spoken to nobody. I just found my name on the list. So I went for the interview, and immediately after the interview, I could hear God telling me I was just chasing after something He had not approved of. Then I was wondering, okay, so why did you allow my name to be shortlisted and allow me to waste my parents' money to come to Abuja? And then He told me, I already told you what you were supposed to do. You just wanted to do what you wanted to do. So I knew that that was it for me, and I just had to let it go. Interestingly, I did not hear anything from NAFDAC after that. So my journey to becoming a university lecturer began fully. Thereafter, I decided to concentrate fully on my master's program, and along the line, I got a teaching job. I was teaching in a secondary school, and I tell you, that was one beautiful experience that I had. After spending a few weeks in that school, I just knew in my heart that I was born to teach. The way my students related with me, they would come confide in me. They loved me as much as I loved them. I even had parents calling me to thank me for how much impact I had on their children. That was a beautiful experience for me. But of course, that journey had to end when I had to relocate from that city. Well, immediately after my master's program, I went back home and then I prepared for my wedding, got married, and then I got my first lecturing job barely a week after my wedding. So I began my journey and it's been really beautiful since then. As a matter of fact, I can tell you categorically that I wouldn't trade my experience in the past years for anything. Yes, I know that there isn't so much money in being a university lecturer. It's fine. But the fulfillment I get from being in the position that God wants me to be cannot be bought with money. I have peace. I have had the opportunity to impact so many students. I am their friend. I am their mentor. I am their counselor. I'm a mother to so many of them. And even after they graduate, they still keep in touch and seek advice from me as often as possible. I see my profession as a blessing, and I'm really grateful to God that He did not allow me wander about before getting into that place that He really wanted me to be. In fact, thinking back now, I remember that I have always loved to teach. Immediately after my secondary school education, I actually taught in my parents' school. Yes, my parents had a nursery and primary school, so I taught there for a while before I went into the university. So I love teaching. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to people, impacting knowledge, and then just telling them about life, seeing them become better versions of themselves. And that's exactly what I do. Beyond teaching food science and technology, I teach morals. I teach them about life. I am an integral part of their lives. I have interest in what is going on in their lives beyond the profession. Now, I am sharing this because I see many young people seeing money as the main motivation for doing whatever they are doing. I can tell you categorically that money should not be the priority. Yes, money is good. Your parents sent you to school and they expect you to be able to make something really good out of your lives. But don't place money above God's will. Allow God lead you on the path that is best for you. He created you. He knows what He wants for you. He knows where He wants you to be. And you see, when I talk about this issue of God's leading above money, I know what I'm saying because I have had this experience more than once. I have had to leave my job even before I had a replacement. But all I had to do was trust God. My husband also experienced something similar. He got another job offer, and this job offer was going to pay him about 3 times what he was earning at the time. Trust me, we were glad, we were happy. Wow, what a beautiful opportunity. We didn't even think that we needed to ask God if it was His will or not. Like, God is promoting you. Why wouldn't it be God's will? Is that not what an average person would say? Guess what? We were convinced that he should not take up the offer. Personally, I was like, God, are you joking with us right now? Like, are you playing? But that was His will. He did not want us to take that opportunity. He knows best. And only God knows what would have happened if my husband had actually taken up that offer. That was a tough decision to make, but we are grateful to God till today that we followed His leading. So I would like to encourage you today. Let God be your priority. Let His will be your priority. He knows best. I can tell you that for a fact. He knows what is best for you. So whatever offer comes your way, remember to ask God, would you have me take this? Is this the path you would have me follow? God is the master of the universe. He's interested in the very little details of your life. is interested in everything about you, and you should not leave him out of the equation for whatever reason. I hope that you have been inspired by this video. If you have, please share this video and kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. Remember to click on the notification bell so that you get notified once a new video drops on this channel. Please also remember to like this video, comment. I will definitely respond to your queries or whatever comments you leave in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this, and God bless you.